3 minutes into the broadcast without a shot at Caitlin Clark.
In just 2 games, Caitlin Clark has become the center of attention in the Unrivaled League, setting the stage for a high-stakes showdown. What makes Clark such a target, and how will she handle the growing pressure? Stay tuned as we dive into the action on the broadcast.
We go right onto the broadcast, and straight away, Candace Parker. The Rose have the best point guard in the world. The best point guard in the world, Chelsea Gray.
It didn't take Unrivaled long, less than 2 games, to claim they have the best point guard. But did they forget about Caitlin Clark? Or are they trying to discredit her just because she chose not to join their league?
Important has Chelsea been in this matchup for you guys?
Come on, Andy, you know the question for that. You know the answer for that.
What do you mean how important? She's our point guard. She's our leader. So come on now, Andy, you know the answer to that. Chelsea's very important to us.
Caitlin Clark's rise has brought a new perspective on what it means to be the best point guard in the league. Her incredible scoring ability, combined with her playmaking skills, has turned heads ever since she stepped onto the college basketball scene.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade. Is this true?
Yeah.
That's insane. Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also,
Caitlin Clark has done something no one else has been able to match. She's changed women's basketball for the better. Yet, we still see organizations disrespecting her, claiming players like Chelsea Gray are the best point guard in the world. But let's be real. Caitlin was already breaking NBA records last season. Just imagine how unstoppable she'll be now that she's fully rested.
Caitlin Clark does it again, folks. 3 straight weeks winning Player of the Week honors as a rookie. This has never been done before. Not only has it never been done before in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is now the first rookie in WNBA or NBA history to be named Player of the Week for 3 consecutive weeks. And each week has been more impressive than the last.
Here we go again, folks. 3 weeks in a row, Caitlin Clark has earned Player of the Week honors as a rookie. This has never been done before, not just in the WNBA, but in NBA or WNBA history. Caitlin is the first rookie ever to win Player of the Week 3 times in a row, and each week she's been absolutely dominating. The commentators claiming Chelsea Gray is the best point guard in the league seem to be overlooking Caitlin Clark's rapid rise and her potential to redefine the position. With her youth and the excitement she brings to the game, it's clear her ceiling could be higher than anyone currently playing. Her ability to score and assist at an elite level, often against tough competition, makes her a strong contender for the title of best point guard. This debate also highlights how the point guard role is evolving. While traditionalists might lean towards Gray's classic style, which focuses on playmaking and leadership, Clark's dynamic skills bring something new to the table.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar. She is a superstar. She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle. The ratings just came in. Caitlin Clark's game on Sunday did a bigger number than Warriors Celtics.
Chelsea Gray's claim as the best point guard in the league is backed by her impressive achievements and undeniable skills. However, Caitlin Clark's rapidly growing talent and her potential to exceed expectations can't be ignored. The future of the league will be shaped by players like Clark, who challenge the norms and push the limits of what point guards can do. As the debate continues, one thing is clear. The rivalry between these two incredible players will only raise the level of the game, delivering fans unforgettable moments and thrilling performances. Caitlin Clark's rise in basketball has made a huge impact on the WNBA, influencing the sport in ways that go far beyond the court. Since she first stepped into the spotlight, her extraordinary talent and magnetic presence have captivated fans and inspired a new generation of basketball enthusiasts. Her influence is so profound that many believe the creation of the Unrivaled League and its push to elevate the WNBA might never have happened without her.
Has to do with her. That's how important she is to the league. They might actually what I see the other day, maybe be close, not will, maybe be close to turning a profit for the first time, I don't know, ever, because of Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has set a new standard for what players can achieve at such a young age. Her deep three-point shooting, court vision, and ability to control the pace of the game have made her a standout, and her accomplishments have raised the bar for future stars. She's often compared to some of the greatest athletes in the sport, both men and women. Clark's brilliance has also played a huge role in the growth of the WNBA. Her games draw record-breaking viewership, attracting not only die-hard basketball fans, but also casual viewers who are fascinated by her unique style of play. This surge in popularity has brought more attention to the league, making it more appealing to sponsors and broadcasters. As a result, the WNBA has seen more investment in media coverage, helping to raise its profile. Moreover, without Caitlin Clark's rise, the Unrivaled League might not even exist. The push for better player treatment and the attention the WNBA now receives all stem from Clark's influence. She has truly changed the game for the better.
Another record being broken, not even record being broken, because you've seen our 5th most watched broadcast since 2001. Every single one of these games has Caitlin Clark in it. Every single one of them. And not only that, it's not just to watch Caitlin Clark. This Indiana Fever team are so fun to watch.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are an absolute joy to watch. The rise of the Unrivaled League, a concept aimed at combining the best of global women's basketball into one powerhouse, is directly connected to the excitement Clark has sparked. Without her electrifying performances and the increased popularity of the sport, such an ambitious project might have struggled to gain the support it needed. Clark has not only re-energized the existing fan base, but has also reached a new generation of young fans who view her as both a role model and a trailblazer. Her influence is also felt in how other players and teams have stepped up their games in response to her dominance. This has created a competitive environment where everyone is striving to improve, making the league more intense, unpredictable, and exciting for fans. As a result, the WNBA has become a thriving hub of innovation and talent, attracting players from around the globe who want to compete at the highest level.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She's a certified bucket. To quote Shaq, I was not familiar with her game. I respect her game. She's a fucking baller. She was pulling up like Steph Curry from deep. But I just got one question. Matt, do you think you can beat Caitlin Clark in one-on-one?
Absolutely not. Nobody here can.
I'm busting her ass. You wild. You wild, bro.
Dante thinks
Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA is truly transformative. Her talent and influence haven't just raised the level of play. They've also helped position the league as a major force in global basketball. Without her, the idea of an unrivaled league might have stayed just that, an idea. Clark's legacy is already being shaped, and her influence on the WNBA will be felt for generations. Recently, Clark received a huge offer to join Unrivaled, a rising league eager to make its mark in women's basketball. The league saw her not just as an incredible player, but as a marketing powerhouse who could be the face of their brand. They offered her a massive contract and promised to build their identity around her star power. The plan was clear: use Caitlin Clark's growing fame to boost the league's visibility and attract fans and sponsors. But guess what? She turned them down. And now, some are saying players like Chelsea Gray are better than her.
Caitlin Clark playing in the Unrivaled League is $5 million to play. The market's been set for Caitlin Clark and 3-on-3 basketball, as Ice Cube and the Big Three made an official offer to Caitlin Clark of $5 million to play in the Big Three. I think that's where the price tag is set for Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has had a major impact on the world of basketball, and her influence continues to grow. Recently, Ice Cube and the Big Three League made a bold move, offering her $5 million to join their ranks, setting the bar high for her market value in the world of basketball. For a while, it seemed like a perfect match, an up-and-coming league with big ambitions and a young star like Clark who could help elevate the game. However, Clark decided to stay on her current path, likely driven by loyalty, her vision for the future, and a belief in the traditional routes that have worked for legendary players before her. Her decision to reject the offer was a significant moment in the ongoing saga of her career. In the wake of Clark's refusal, the Unrivaled League shifted its focus to highlighting its existing talent. Enter Chelsea Gray, who they quickly positioned as the league's best point guard. This wasn't just about recognizing her talent. It was also a strategic move to keep the spotlight on the league and show that they could still attract top-tier players. Now, with Caitlin Clark officially turning down an offer to join Unrivaled, the narrative surrounding her has shifted, and Chelsea Gray is being hailed as the league's top point guard. This marks a significant turning point in women's basketball, where athletes like Clark have the power to make decisions that shake up league strategies. Her decision has made it clear that she's a force to be reckoned with, and her rise is reshaping the game. Even though Clark was a rookie last season, her ability to score and assist at an elite level made her one of the most promising young players in the league. Earlier this season, she had some growing pains, but recently she's taken her game to new heights, setting a WNBA record with 19 assists in one game. What makes her achievements even more impressive is how she's balanced multiple roles on the court, often carrying the weight of her team as a rookie with the guidance of Stephanie White, a coach known for maximizing players' potential. Caitlin Clark is expected to reach even greater heights. White has praised Clark's unique abilities and recognized the importance of letting her focus on her strengths while getting the rest she needs. This will allow Clark to fine-tune her game even more and get the necessary support to excel. White's excitement about coaching Clark is palpable, and with her leadership, Clark is poised for a breakout season. In an interview, White compared Clark to the all-time greats she's coached, like Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, saying that Clark is of that caliber. This speaks to just how high her potential is and how much her game is expected to grow under White's guidance. As the season unfolds, the basketball world is in for a treat as Caitlin Clark continues to push the limits of what's possible for a young player. However, not everyone has been on Clark's side. Recently, some commentators suggested that Chelsea Gray is a better player than Clark. This claim seemed less about basketball skills and more about discrediting Clark for rejecting Unrivaled's offer. It felt like an attempt to downplay her influence and put her in a smaller box, simply because she didn't fit the narrative they wanted to create. This isn't just a one-off incident, but part of a broader trend where athletes, particularly women, are judged more harshly when they make decisions that don't align with the expected path. For example, Chelsea Gray recently had a lackluster performance with just 9 minutes on the court, 0 for 2 shooting, and only a few assists and turnovers. So why is she being positioned as the top player? This is a frustrating example of how some players are elevated based on narratives rather than their actual on-court performance. Despite the criticism, Caitlin Clark has remained calm and focused, letting her game speak for itself. Her ability to stay composed in the face of distractions has only strengthened her fan base. Her decision to stick to her own path, rejecting Unrivaled's offer, shows her commitment to her own vision and to the long-term future she's building for herself. That Clark's journey highlights how the sports world sometimes reacts when athletes challenge expectations. It's clear that Caitlin Clark is not just a rising star. She's a trailblazer, and her impact on women's basketball is just beginning. Now, as the debate over her place in the game continues, we're left to wonder, what's next for Caitlin Clark, and how will her rivalry with players like Chelsea Gray continue to evolve? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe for more videos.
Is finished. After months of anticipation, we have got a clear story. We have got a denial. We have got a definitive, seemingly, answer. Not too long ago, ESPN broke the news that Caitlin Clark is set to not play an Unrivaled. Source